Hello. Well, first off, I want to say thank you for having this opportunity to go through this the Teach Now platform and everything to become a certified teacher. And over the past 9 months, it's been amazing. It's been a great opportunity to learn and learn from other teachers through the cohort and all the different advisors that we had throughout the process as well. And I want to say that I've learned a lot as a teacher. Even though I'm just the ELL teacher, it actually prepared me for taking over for the grade six that I had to do in the position that I am now, which actually helped out for my clinicals the past 12 weeks. And in all, it's just been a great experience. I have nothing but great things to say about Teach Now and the opportunity that it has given me and opportunity in the future as well. Uh, Starting off, I was actually very nervous and afraid of like, oh my God, how am I going to have time to do all this work? How am I going to balance this coursework with life and just having a nice balance between everything. The great thing about this program is that it actually understands that, and the teachers and advisors understand that as well, and are very supportive with that, allowing you to do work in your own time and turn it in when you do have the time to do it. But of course, not like taking weeks and months to turn things in. But understand that you have the opportunity to turn something in and later on reevaluate it, resubmit it, and put some nice finishing touches on it. So that's great, and it relieves a lot of pressure from us. And like I said at the beginning, I was just very nervous about it. But as we went on and learned many new things, it got easier, and we were able to understand when to turn things in, how to turn things in, and what kind of work we needed to do to, of course, grow as teachers. Um, as for the last 12 weeks, I want to say, taking all that we've done over the past 7 to 8 months and putting it all together and putting together a plan to actually execute all that knowledge. And I want to say that I've learned a great deal from that and trying to pick some of the things that we've learned and integrate that into our lesson plans and into our clinicals. And it's actually been great to everything just fell in a line. Like when I first started the program, so when school started in September, or actually August for us, and then how everything just lined up perfectly. So everything I was doing at school and at work correlated with what we're doing with Teach Now, with our assignments, and taking all of that information and putting it into our clinical practice was very helpful. And so we were prepared, and it was really nice to see with a mentor on top of that, and especially a mentor from your school if you're lucky enough like me to already have a job, and having someone there at the school be a mentor for me was very helpful. And I've learned a great deal working with her, my mentor, and submitting my first video, which was a disaster, I felt, and just seeing the growth throughout the process and throughout the weeks, how it was able to prepare me to be a better teacher and grow as a teacher. And even though it's over with, I feel like I still have so much more to learn and so much room to grow as a teacher. Of course, this being, I would say, probably year 3/4 for me teaching. I wish I did this at the beginning of all that. That way, I would have been even better teacher. But that's just the way life is. You grow as a teacher, and as long as you know you're able to grow and able to adapt to the different environments, then you're on the right path. And that's how I feel like this process has been the past 12 weeks. Starting off at the first week of submitting videos, it was like, oh, standards. What standards am I supposed to be following? And I don't understand these standards very well. But you um, with every experience you have, the more understanding you have of it. So just doing it and just trying to execute a lesson plan and go about what you think you can do, just do that. And that's why your mentor's there. And that's why we have the cohort to bounce ideas off each other and experiences and learn from those experiences. And I felt like that's been amazing. And um, you're sitting there going through a class and submitting your video, and you're like, you go back and look at it, then you're like, wow. Usually you just teach your class and you're like, oh, all right, that's it. You don't think about what you could have done differently, what could have been done differently to help execute the lesson plan. And that was very helpful with the mentor, and having her actually right after we did it to meet and have a debrief about the execution of the lesson, and what things went well, what things do you think I need to work on, and having her ask me those things, I have an understanding and am able to see those things that I do need to work on, and just taking each lesson and each video and getting better at it. Especially like, I know my weakness is the lesson planning, the detail that needs to go around it, the way I'm thinking about it. With her help, it's made me understand, what things do work, what things don't work. And each year it's going to be different, because each class is going to be different. But to understand that the details that go into a lesson plan help prepare for um, those things, and being prepared to be a better teacher and execute a lesson plan correctly. And I think that's where me as a teacher, I would need the most help. Like at first, I always thought classroom management was my weakest thing. Then, as we've gone on, I realized it's actually the lesson planning, and lesson planning correlates with an execution of a lesson plan. Therefore, classroom management, because if the students can tell if, wow, this teacher has no idea what he's talking about, he's going all over the place, I'm not going to listen to him. Let's continue to talk and be disruptive and do our own thing. He's all over the place. And students will see that, and they can sense when a teacher knows what he's talking about, or if he's going off in a whole different area. So that's why I feel like the lesson planning and detail in lesson planning, um, the more experience I get with doing that and putting together good details, will help the classroom management. And it has shown over the past few weeks. And the class is actually, behaving a lot better. The distractions are being cut down. Uh, the student focus is more focused. They understand what they have to do, and we can work together well as a class. Um, Now, the next question that we have, your clinical practice impacts your students' learning. And like I just said, my students, because of this practical, have learned a great deal. And the students' performances are getting better, and especially this time of year where we have exhibition coming up, their performance is going to have to be top notch, because it takes all the things that they've learned since they've been in the primary program is to go ahead and execute a perfect exhibition. So hopefully this has been helpful and for them and for me, and it actually has. It doesn't, and I'm excited to continue my career in teaching. Thank you very much.